Yourselves falling back into your dining chairs, except Strahd is absent.
Oh, great. Cool.
Rahadin turns to face you all. As promised, you shall come to no harm this evening. The Count has been impressed by your actions and hopes this will not be the last time you all dine together. Please, take your time in finishing your meal, and then you are free to go.
Well, that's a bit rude.
The Count, as you understand, is in charge of running the entire valley. He has many pressing matters to attend to. He sends his regrets.
Kaz's head whips around, and yeah, she's gonna, she wants to get right up in Rahadin's face. She's gonna say,
"Where's the girl?"
Oh, shit.
Where is she?
Yeah, she's with you. She's in the chair next to you. Yeah.
"Oh my god, okay, never mind."
Yeah, so you get up and storm around and get up in Rahadin's face. And then you hear, Lady Knight, I'm right here.
Are you kidding me?
Oh.
Wait, Ireena's in the room?
No, nobody knows who you're talking about.
So all of you turn, and in the chair where Kaz was just sat is a young girl in a very elegant purple dress with her hair done up in a bun and a little tiara. She is completely soaked to the bone, as if she just climbed out of a lake.
Trevor just goes, "Who's the child?
What
Where
the
did it
hell?"
come from?" And this is Gertruda.
Gertruda?
Yeah.
From before? What? Do you remember who Gertruda is?
Moaning?
Yeah!
Moaning Gertruda.
Moaning Mary! Mad Mary! Who we met 1,000 years ago.
Mary, do you mean my mother?
Yes.
Maybe.
Gertruda.
Yeah, you can hear the gears turning in Kaz's head. She goes, and she puts that together.
Gertruda!
Yes, yes, hello.
Your mother's been looking for you.
Well, I expect she should. As is only right. But are you all companions of my savior here?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Oh, capital. Oh, you see.
Well, Kaz, what happened when you were at dinner with Straw?
My God. I rescued a girl. Her name's Gertruda.
Was there a lake?
You're as caught up as I am!
I was trapped in the tallest tower in the castle by that vile and icky vampire. He trapped me up there, noble princess as I am, and long had I waited for my savior to come crashing through the door and lift me off to freedom. Somewhat unorthodox is her style, but she has rescued me nonetheless.
The tallest tower you said you were in?
Well, the tallest tower that I knew of.
Drogar leans into Kaz and goes,
"You're in for a world of trouble, my friend."
and just kind of pats her on the shoulder.
I hop off my chair and walk over to Gertruda. And I say, I'm standing on the ground and she's sitting in her chair and I pat her on the leg and I say, "We've been looking for you since the very beginning." And I cast Zone of Truth.
Okay. On her?
Mm-hmm.
So she kind of whips her head around. Oh, what sorcery is this?
This is healing magic. That's what I do.
Oh, well, I'm quite all right, actually. Perfect condition, other than being a little sodden.
That's okay. I'm just making sure that everything's okay if you've been trapped here for a while.
Okay.
How did you get here?
Well, as I explained to my noble savior here, as a little girl, I dreamed of the castles, knights, banquets, and all manner of heroic deeds and tales. And so I left behind my dreary town and my overbearing mother, and I came here. Unfortunately, to my surprise, I discovered that mean old Strahd was not a noble king, but in fact a very, very rude man. So he shut me up in this tower, and I've been trapped here ever since.
So you left home with your mom And you came here on purpose.
Oh no, much cleverer than that. I, like the tales of yore, tied bed sheets together and absconded through my bedroom window to make my way to the promised country.
Dear God.
Drogar wants to roll an insight check.
Okay. Were you doing something with Zone of Truth? Or are you just asking questions?
I'm just making sure that this is a real girl who really did this.
Okay.
So 19 for a 25.
I mean, best you can tell. I mean, she's in the Zone of Truth. She's incapable of lying currently. You can, like, omit, but she's not. She's being very forthcoming. It seems genuine. Like, she was, you know, she's a kid. She's like,
Yeah.
she's roughly Winnie's age, maybe a little bit older.
Dear God.
Yes. Oh, look at you. You're rather tall.
Well spotted.
Drogar will kneel down.
My powers of perception are unmatched
Yes,
amongst my
very
age.
well, very well. Anyway, Drogar gets down on a knee and goes,
Are you hurt?
No, I've been expertly rescued by Kasle over here.
Well, you're not out of the woods yet.
Well, with a noble knight and her squires, I'm sure that I am in the safest of hands. This is just like all the stories I read. A brave company of heroes rescuing a princess from a dread sorcerer. Oh, so exciting!
Have you met any other ladies in here?
Oh no, I've seen no one but Strahd ever since being captured here. But Kaz told me of someone else, this Ireena person, and I'll tell you the same I told her. I am the only princess you are to rescue this time around. You can come back for this Ireena person at a later date. But this is my rescue.
Drogar sees Winnie and just kind of puts a hand on her shoulder and goes,
We're all thinking the same thing.
right then, princess. The only place you'll be safe is outside of this castle. So, chop chop. Cheerio.
Finally, as someone who refers with eloquent manners and refers to me by my proper title. And she kind of holds her hands up and hops off the chair and kind of just goes,
Fucking Princess Peach!
yeah, like Princess Peach. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Lead the way, noble knights.
I don't think you're leaving here without a ring.
Drogar leans into Kaz and just grabs her by the hand and just goes,
What were you thinking? Help me.
snap out of it, girl!
Kasle, do you still have all my bags? There's very valuable items in there. Like
No! Drogar goes over and starts roofing through the bags.
500 gold pieces.
We'll take that.
yeah, if you do, and it's just a bunch of like
Close.
like kids' Gap dresses and and like some
These
like
don't even have any resale value.
pretty tiaras and things of the like.
Winnie, I know what you're thinking. Do you have anything that belongs to her on you?
Not really. And I just kind of like
Very well.
walk away from Gertruda, and I'm kind of like
Rohan is
waving.
still in the room, by the way, just so y'all knows.
Rohanan,
Yes.
I gotta pee. Where do I go and do that?
Is there something funny about a child having used the bathroom?
He doesn't laugh. I just didn't see that coming. You can find facilities through the door, and he doesn't gesture to the big archway that you came through first. There's another door off to the side. You might find facilities through the door and second door on your left.
Okay, I'll be right back. And I kind of like up the eraser dust that was Zone of Truth, and it kind of like shoots back into my hand. And I walk towards wherever he said
Mm-hmm.
and go there.
You do. It is
Okay.
indeed a lavatory. Though dusty with disuse, there are cobwebs in the corner and a fine layer of dust covering everything. You figure he probably doesn't host guests all that much.
Do fantasy toilets have a toilet lid?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, and I'll slam it down.
Okay, you do so.
And crawl up on top of there and just sit and like and then I reach onto what I'm wearing and I pull off one of Pasha's hairs
Okay.
and crumble it up in my finger, and it turns to eraser dust, and I cast Locate Creature on Ireena.
Ooh.
I'll quit being so smart.
That's great. Okay,
You
that's
weren't gonna do it. I
great.
was gonna do it.
So you're trying to locate Ireena. How does it? It doesn't specify, so I'll leave it open to your interpretation. Do you get how does it work? Do you get a vision of where they are, or is it like a divining rod, like you get pointed in the direction of where they are, or?
I think like when I cast Locate Object on the gem,
Mm-hmm.
when I snapped the twig, the eraser dust kind of pinged out, and it was physically manifesting and swirling around the statue at this point. But I think that the magic, if this is okay, I feel like the magic knows when I'm trying to be sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
And so for this one, it's like bat. It's like echolocation. So in my mind, I'm watching eraser dust ping off of things, and then keep flowing,
cool.
and ping off of something, and then go into a different room and sweep around, not find anything.
Interesting. Is it like Daredevil? Like you get
Yes.
a picture of it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's cool. That's great. Okay.
Wake me up.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
It's like double digits from over here.
That's a 19.
Yes.
You get a strange sensation as you extend out the tendrils of your divine magics, and they go out in all directions searching for your lost friend. And as they peer through the castle, you get this strange sensation. It's like eyes on the back of your head, but they're trying to look through your eyes.
Oh no.
So you don't have a lot of time, but you manage to just, for the time, beat back this presence and occupy it as your eraser dust searches through the castle until finally you get a ping, and you can sort of with your magical eye, you do get a vision of Ireena, and it kind of takes you aback. She is seemingly sort of belaying her way
Oh no.
down
I knew
the
it.
side of a tower
I
in
knew
what
it.
looks like an enormously long wedding train.
I knew it. I know.
Fucking knew it.
But you can only maintain sort of visual contact with her for a second before you can feel that presence pressing in closer, and you have to call the spell off. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I and it kind of if in my mind it all goes
Mm-hmm.
and hits the deck and stops searching.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a cabinet in here?
Sure.
I just grabbed 2 cabinet doors and just slam them back and forth a bunch to cover me going no!
Okay.
Slam! And then I leave the bathroom and not running, just
Power walking.
little kid power walking.
Back into the.
Trevor clocks this little. Just.
Yeah, so you make your way back into the sort of feast chambers. What do you want to do?
Little kid power walking. We gotta go. We gotta go right now.
Okay.
And Artemis will stand up, yep, and go, after you, little one, and I'll grab a loaf of bread on my way.
Good call. You guys fill up your pockets. Also, there's hungry people.
So we fill up our pockets and we.
Yeah, and so Rohan, as you begin to get up to go, he gives a little bit of a funny look, but says, I hope you have enjoyed your time in the castle. My master looks forward to meeting with all of you again. Do enjoy your travels back. As promised, we'll be safe ones.
Artemis
Cool.
just looks at him on his way out and goes, no man needs a master, and then walks out the door.
And Gertrude, waiting impatiently, is like, well, about time. I am very ready to be gone of this dreary place.
Oh my goodness.
I hate her for some reason. I just can't stand that bitch.
You go? You get ready to go?
I guess I don't.
Yes. She's kind of the Regina George to your Katie, what's her name?
I go and grab her Disney princess hand, and I go, "Can you hush it?"
dare you speak to a princess in such a manner? Who do you think you are?
It seems like there's more pressing things to do, Winnie. Let's leave this little one alone.
Drogar picks the princess up. Fireman kills
As soon as you take her hand out of my hand, I take off running.
Yeah. So you run out the door, and Drogar just picks her up and is like, "But then, princess, this way."
Oh, an excellent vantage.
Oh my god.
So you go. You make your way back into sort of the main entrance chamber, back through the entryway, and out into the sort of central courtyard. Nothing stirs, nothing moves to attack you. The doors are held wide open. Strahd seems to be keeping his promise to let you go in peace. You make your way out into the main courtyard. What do you want to do?
And I grab you by the hand and I'm running towards like cover of trees. Like, is there trees around?
Not in this main courtyard.
Fuck. Okay, running. Ireena is making an escape right now.
Castle whistles.
Mm-hmm.
For setting free.
Mm-hmm.
And
Falcon comes swooping out of the darkness and circling around and landing on your shoulder.
and I just make eyes with him and
Mhm.
send him off to find where, and I ward.
Ah, okay, great. Give me a perception check.
When you're doing that, can you not see out of your eyes?
I don't think I can.
No, you can. You see. Yeah, you see what the Falcon sees.
Okay, I'm just like holding your hand with both hands while you do that.
17.
Up. You can sort of looking through your falcon's eyes with that incredible resolution of a bird of prey. You can almost feel the beating of the wings as he climbs into the sky. And it is dark, but with your incredible sight, you manage to see on the tallest, the sort of tallest main central tower. You see what Winnie saw with her magic vision before. You see Ireena. She's like belaying herself. If you've ever been rock climbing, like you've got her around your waist, and she's just kind of like hopping her way down the side of the tower.
How high up is she?
So the central the central tower is really high up.
Oh, Jesus.
She is about So the tallest tower is 380 feet.
Oh,
Oh my god.
God.
I'm gonna say that she is about 150 feet in the air, and
She's climbed down 100 feet already?
yeah, more so like 130 or 180 feet abouts. But she's getting to the end of her train. But as she belays down, you see her. She's got a look of determination and fear on her face as she keeps making her way down the side of the tower.
Okay, setting free, is there anywhere nearby he can perch?
No, the side of the tower is completely smooth, but he can kind of like circle around a little bit if he wants to. The air is clear up here.
Okay, he's gonna cover.
Yeah.
And he's gonna snap his talon and cast minor illusion. And
Oh, okay.
my voice comes out of his beak.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, great, cool. Uh-huh.
And he's gonna go, this may seem strange, but stay calm, love.
She whips her head around. You see her cheeks are beet red with exertion. She kind of whips her dark hair around. Callister, what are you? Whoa! She almost loses her grip at the shock, but manages to keep hold. And she kind of whips her head. Callister, is that you?
We're all here. Save your energy. You don't need to climb any further. We're coming for you.
Oh, I knew you would. I'm almost out of train. Can you help me in some way?
We're coming. Save your energy and rest. We're coming to get you.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. I knew you were coming here tonight. It was all he could talk about. His damned dinner party. It was all he could speak of. I knew you would come.
And then immediately, Callister's back, and he goes, "She's doing great." She's doing great. She said she knew we were coming, so let's go get her, shall we? How far away are we from the tower?
You're sort of almost at the base of it, and she's pretty far up. But the tower disappears into darkness before you can really catch sight of her.
How difficult does it look to climb?
Also, wait, do you share this knowledge with us?
Yeah, I share the knowledge. How difficult does it look to climb?
You could try. It's a smooth surface. It would be a really tough climb, but you could try. But like once you get up there, your options are somewhat limited.
Because my only hesitation is if I go Aasimar, I don't want Strahd to know. That's like my only hesitation about going Aasimar.
He'll know.
It's up to you.
Do we have rope?
We do have rope. We have some rope. I forget how much I have exactly. I think I still have 50 feet of hempen rope, which is not enough, but
I
it's
have 20 feet.
it's something.
Tied two together, we now have 70 feet.
Okay, that's better than nothing. What do we
actually,
tie it
I
to?
have silk rope. Okay. Meta question.
Yes.
Is climbing dexterity or athletics?
It's athletics.
It does. Okay. So
Oh, Jesus.
so
You want to try? You want to give it a try?
yeah, I'll try it.
Oh, sweet.
Casual like get filled in on the situation, and yeah, she'll get to the base of the tower and look up and sort of like try to size it up a bit.
Do we have Case?
What?
Do you have anything you could use those muscles to force into the wall to make handholds for yourself?
I have javelins. I don't know if they make very good pitons.
I don't know if they.
No,
would,
I bought more
I
javelins.
mean,
that's right.
the surface of the tower is solid stone. I don't know if they would help you find much purchase anyway.
Yeah. So I think the best chance I stand at climbing this thing is just with my own two hands.
Alright, Callister goes, you seem like you'd have the best luck trying to manhandle your way up that tower.
Who's the grease man now?
It's still me. Do your best,
Just as well, I don't really know what a grease man is.
and worst case scenario, I'll be right behind you.
And worst case scenario. You don't need to tell me, I know what the worst case scenario is.
It's me. I'm the grease man and the worst case scenario.
Right, good luck.
Real quick, can we use Mage Hand to tie the rope to the bottom of the train?
It's out of mage hand distance.
Throw me!
Alright, never mind. Good luck, guys.
So what's the plan, Kat? You're gonna try and like climb halfway up and like meet her, and then climb back down with
She's
her.
gonna go on your back.
I think what I want to do is try to climb halfway up, meet her, and then like
Should I just go Aasimar? I snatch it and then we all just book it and hope Strahd doesn't catch us.
Should you
Also
do
an
that?
idea.
Should you go try and get up there and tie the rope to the end of the train and buy us a couple more feet and try and get as close to the ground as you can, just in case Strahd finds out that you're doing that and then you fall?
I can cast spells from my falcon, right?
Yes. It's kind of limited, I think, but yeah, you can.
Can I do a mage talon?
Like a mage hand with the falcon? Yeah, I think so.
Alright, I whistle again.
No, it's a range of touch.
so it has to be. Yeah, so I think my goal, the only thing that makes a little bit of sense, is to climb up to where she is, get myself like a good solid purchase on the tower, cut the train, lower her down with the rope, and then climb down myself.
That's gonna be really hard.
Cool.
But yeah, you can try it. Oh boy.
My vote is to just Aasimar and peace out. I think that's because she's like 100 feet up, right?
Yeah, like she's about 150 feet up.
Alright.
Yeah, I think we just gotta Aasimar and peace out and hope for the best.
So I'm bringing it to second level, so bless. So Tyler, Campbell, Dan, Kay, you all have a +4 to... You have a D4
I think that's just
to
attacks.
saving throws.
Yes, that's true.
It's up to a minute, so this moment, for you going up there,
Mm-hmm. Great.
and for anything that happens in that moment.
Okay.
Alright, so you're flying up, Callister?
Yeah, and I go. I take my cloak off and I hand it to Kaz. Hold on to that for me, would you? Now I don't got a lot of juice. I don't got a lot of life juice. So I have like a minute. So you should get a head start, and I'll fly up. And where are we meeting? Where are we going?
Drogar, can Drogar do a perception check? Like, is the carriage waiting? Like, is there a way that
The
we
carriage is not there, but the drawbridge is still down.
It's down.
Yeah.
Okay. Cross the drawbridge, the other side.
All right, and prepare yourselves for a fight.
Right, very well.
I'm staying right here. They can run, but if one of you falls, someone needs to be ready to catch you.
All right. Castle like cracks his neck. Then he goes nothing, and
Wings come out, fly up.
And he's trying to be as efficient as possible. So he just like literally like does one jump, goes straight up, snatches Ireena before she even like realizes what's. He goes, "Hail!" on his way up.
So you fly your way up the tower, sort of circling your way up, making your way up in the distance. And before too long, she sort of comes into view. She's reached the very end of her train, and she's just kind of hanging on, whipping her head around, hoping against hope that one of you will appear. And you fly out of the darkness, and she looks around.
And I'm like wiping like fog and cloud out.
Bugs and shit out of your teeth. You're like Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story.
Yeah. I'm Thor going up the what the fuck is that shit called?
Right, the Bifrost. Yeah.
I'm Thor in the Bifrost.
And she looks around and it begins to beam. She says, "Oh, my guardian angel!" And she lets go, and you catch her in your arms and begin making begin descending
and then
down.
I catch her, and then I bank, and then we're
soaring back down through the cold night.
Drogar grabs the princess in one arm, Winnie in the other, goes, "Right then, across the bridge."
You're carrying
long legs, just booking it across
As
the
your
bridge.
long legs are booking it, and Gertrude is going, "Oh!" Winnie is like hanging over, like fist pumping in the air, like doesn't want to make a sound, but it's like watching you swoop, and it's just like.
All of you begin booking your way back out. You're through the main archway of the sort of center courtyard. You book your way across the drawbridge, and as soon as you get over it, as soon as you sort of cross over the mist, and begin pelting your way back down along the road that the carriage took you up before, thunder cracks through the sky,
This was too easy.
and you just hear his voice, "Ireena! Bring her back to me!" And like lightning flashes through the sky, thunder tears it apart, and as you chance a glass back at the castle, illuminated briefly by a crack of lightning, you see 3 shapes burst through the roof of the tower, spreading malevolent bat-like wings, and you hear the gleeful cries as 3 bat-like shapes begin tearing their way through the air after you. What would you like to do?
Run faster! Let's go faster. Let's go faster. Yeah, I'm running.
You pelt. Everyone's running. Callister, you soar through, finding the ground beneath you again, setting Ireena down. She has a brief minute where she looks at all of you with glee, but there's no chance for celebrating. All of you begin pelting your way down the road.
Drogar will take Winnie and instead of fireman carry, he flips her up. And like you do this thing where you're like, "Wah!" like in the air, and then he catches you, but he catches you backwards. So you're sitting on his shoulder, and he's got one arm across your legs and is like locked in, but that you can look back and you're upright, so you can do like whatever you gotta do.
Okay.
But he's like holding you, and he's like, "If you're going to do something, at least you can see what you're doing," and just keeps like fucking running with this princess.
So you begin pelting your way down through the forest path, and as you make your way, your feet pounding against the forest floor, the gleeful shrieks and cries grow closer and closer until they begin swooping over you, taunting, playing with their prey, and their faces growing into view. It is the brides of Strahd, but transformed with monstrous bat-like wings. Spreading out of their wings, and their faces long drawn, and their enormous gnashing fangs curled into a wicked smile. They say, "At long last, the time for our rematch has come!" They all glee to themselves.
Well, if it isn't the second baddest bitch in Barovia.
Hey, how did you eat those words?
Drogar just seeing all this happen, just like puts his fingers together in his mouth and does that crazy whistle that some people can do with their 2 fingers, and is trying to get Desi's attention.
Oh, sure, yeah, absolutely. Give me a Hail Mary of an animal handling.
Come on, baby, don't fail me now.
Roll for Hail Mary.
That didn't work. that was a 2 on the die for a 5.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know about that stuff.
I tried to do it.
Because these dragon lips.
It's these teeth and these scales. don't work the way they're supposed to.
How does that prayer go again? Hail Mary in your face. Lord is prithee.
Aww.
But anyway,
It's cute you're trying to be a Catholic.
but yeah, you continue your way down. That's fine. I had it planned out. As you reach that sort of like where you met the coach at the bottom of the hill before you got in it. Desi is still there, having not returned to the inn. But
Drogar yells out, "What? You couldn't hear my whistle? Get over here!"
But yeah, if you want to, but they're sort of swooping. It's like that scene in Return to the King where the Nazgul are like swooping down on the riders. They're just playing with you. As you, what do you want to do? Do you want to clamber into the carriage and the?
So as everybody's getting into the carriage, Drogar will stand out with he pulls his shield and his mace, and he goes, "Everybody in!" And as everybody's clambering in, he puts his shield and his mace together and casts Guardian of Faith.
Ooh!
And a giant, a large spectral formation, and it's actually not even like it says a guardian, like a spectral guardian. It's actually just a ball of like, like in Christmas movies, like the light of the North Star. Sure. How it's pinging out. And it's like that effervescent star shape. It's just that at a brilliant, blinding light, and it's just the light. It's the light that fuels Drogar, and the star just appears, and it's like, and you hear this like humming noise.
That's great. That's perfect. So like as you're drawing closer to the cart, Desi begins to like kick up in panic and fear as the brides swoop in, and just as they are almost upon you, Drogar, you summon that ball of light, and all of them sort of scatter backwards off to the sides, shielding their eyes, screeching in pain as the sunlight shears their flesh, and they go twirling off into banking out of the way of the golden ball, giving you time to clamber into the wagon and take off.
Yes.
Everybody roll initiative.